Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Il Giardino, Deacon and Hollis lamented Tom's death. Bill arrived with Luna and Poppy. Bill and Poppy offered their condolences for the hand Deacon had lost. Luna was stunned to hear someone had failed during the live performance. Bill asked if Tom had had family or kiddies. Poppy looked on as Deacon said Tom had not mentioned having any. Luna recalled wanting to attend the music night. Deacon said Tom had been successful back in the day, and Poppy wistfully smiled. Deacon said he'd allowed. Tom had been working through his issues, but he would failed of a medicine overdose. Luna's expression changed, but Poppy remained stoic. Latterly, Hollis served Bill's table, and Luna said she was sorry about his colleague. To cheer him up, she invited him to come out with us eventually. Hollis liked the idea, but Bill fitted that Luna's swain would also be there. Hollis said he was well apprehensive of R.J. "We are all musketeers, Dad," Luna replied, and as he left, Hollis said he would text her. Poppy laughed at Bill, who, as a new father of a son, knew how guys' minds worked. Poppy teased Luna about her father embarrassing her in front of cute guys. Bill said he would always look out for them. Poppy marveled at the ways he would change their lives and said Luna did not have to wonder presently and had the doting father she would always justified. Poppy was thankful for the future they had, and she did not ever want to look back. Luna and Poppy tried to talk Bill out of throwing a party in Luna's honor, and Poppy asked if she would said formally how thrilled she was that Bill was Luna's father. At the bar, Hollis meddled up while making a margarita. Deacon took Hollis away, and Hollis explained that he was still having a tough time. Deacon knew the feeling and mentioned that Bill had taken him off guard. Hollis replied that Bill was defensive, but Deacon said it was not that. It was that Bill had been kind and understanding about Tom, it was not the Bill that Deacon knew. Hollis was still mortified by Tom's overdose. "It does not make sense, man," Hollis said. Deacon did not know how they'd missed commodity. Deacon asked Hollis to get himself together while drawing out the force closet in the reverse. Hollis paraded to the force closet and began uncurling it out. He discovered Tom's pack on the bottom. At the precipice house, Steffy wondered what Finn's kiss was for. Finn said he no way wanted her to forget how important he loved her. Steffy replied that she would no way questioned him. Finn believed that he would given her reason to misdoubt that he was putting her first, but that was no further. Admitting that he would lost sight of what was important, he said he occasionally got carried down with helping people and believing in the good. Steffy did not want Finn to change that about himself. Finn said it was no reason, and he asked if Steffy would forgive him for asking her to incorporate Sheila into their lives. He stated that he would done it all wrong. He would said and done effects that he wished he could take back. In his view, Steffy merited to be loved, admired, and heard, and from that day forward, he would always put her first. Steffy admitted that it had been delicate, and she would felt as if Finn had been slipping down. Finn said he would been temporarily led amiss by his feelings, and he would spend his life trying to get her remission. Steffy readily forgave him, and he said he would no way let her down again. Steffy stated that it was the two of them, and they could not let anything get between them again. They hugged, and Finn exfoliate gashes. In Eric's office, Hope could not concentrate as she did force. Brooke offered to help, but Hope said her problem was that she was enumerating rings. Brooke got that Hope was worried but reminded her son that Thomas had made a decision because you made a decision further than formerly. Hope allowed. The problem was that Thomas had moved on so snappily. Brooke suspected that Hope had wanted to reunite with Thomas so poorly for another reason. Agreeing that it was further than Thomas being suitable to move on from her, Hope said Douglas' involvement made it more complex. Hope claimed to know it had been her choice, and she would have plenitude of occasion to marry Thomas. Brooke added that Thomas could be impulsive. Hope was bothered that Thomas was returning to his impulsive nature. Brooke allowed. Commodity differently was going on that Hope was not indeed apprehensive of. Hope did not know what Brooke meant but was frightened when Brooke said it was Hope's passions for Finn. Persisting, Brooke said Hope had told Brooke about the passions, but also suddenly, Hope was trying to pick back over with Thomas. Brooke suspected Hope was running from her magnet to Steffy's hubby. Hope claimed her connection with Thomas had been real, passionate, and instigative. He would made her feel as if she would been the only woman he would ever wanted to be with. Brooke figured it had been a breath of fresh air after what Liam had put her through, but it might have been a false sense of security. Hope asked what that meant. Brooke, having experience in the area of passionate connections, said occasionally one ignored veritably important, crucial constituents that should be involved. Brooke felt that Hope was covering up and running to Thomas to forget about her passions for Finn. Hope asked if Brooke was saying Hope was using Thomas. No, not designedly, Brooke replied. Hope asserted that she loved that man. She said she had been grieving the relationship and had learned they had no future. Brooke knew the passions were real, but she also knew the history, what Thomas had put Hope through, and how hard Hope had worked to get past it. Brooke wanted Hope to find the man of her dreams, a man who made her feel reputed and loved. Brooke believed Hope would find it but declared that it could not and wouldn't be Finn. Brooke participated her belief that Hope wanted to reunite with Thomas due to her fear of her passions about Finn. Hope said she was not hysterical of her passions. She was just trying to understand them, and Thomas's return had caused confusion because her passions for him had not faded. Brooke did not anticipate Hope to be over it, but Brooke refocused out that Hope would have accepted one of Thomas's proffers if she would wanted him. Brooke believed that being with Thomas would make Hope's other passions easier to ignore. Brooke said that Hope merited more, and Brooke did not want Hope to fall for Steffy's hubby. Brooke was sure Hope did not want to get involved in that. Hope replied that she didn't. From the outside looking in, Brooke believed she saw easily that Thomas would have detracted Hope from Finn and helped her drive down her passions. Brooke added that Hope stressed being like her mama and would be on the verge of it if she allowed herself to have those passions for Finn. At the Forrester manse, Hope paced as Eric and the rest of the Forresters celebrated Thomas's engagement. Thomas entered a textbook communication with an update that Douglas was having a great time with Steffy and the kiddies. Paris raised her excitement that Douglas was enjoying himself, but across the room, Hope shook her head and rolled her eyes. Latterly, Carter intimately complimented Thomas and Paris. "It's everything I wanted for you after." "Everything," Carter told Paris. Eric blazoned that he wanted to work on the logistics for another marriage in his home. Carter asked if he could officiate Thomas and Paris' form. Both Thomas and Paris politely put the offer on ice, noting that they had only just started planning their marriage. Brooke checked on Hope to see how she was doing. Hope said nothing and walked down. Brooke followed Hope outdoors. There, an emotional Hope expressed both anguish and rage as she questioned how Thomas could have moved on so snappily. Brooke wondered if Hope was alternate guessing her decision to reject Thomas's marriage proposal. However, what would you do? Brooke asked, if Thomas were to hand you a ring now and propose to you. Hope replied that it did not really count what she'd do because Thomas had formally moved on with Paris. Brooke tried to console her son with a clinch. Back outside, Ridge, Eric, and Donna bandied the impact of Thomas and Paris' engagement on Hope. Donna went so far as to say that Thomas and Hope were still in love. After Eric and Donna headed to the pool, Ridge asked Thomas and Paris to make their way down to the pool as soon as they could. Ridge started to walk down, but suddenly stopped.